Hi friends, happy day 2 of our spring into summer group and happy Tuesday. I can't believe that tomorrow's Wednesday and the week is halfway over already. But for right now, I wanted to share a couple thoughts with all of you. So I got so much love from you ladies on my workout post from last night here in the group. I just kind of briefly said that, like I had a kind of a hard day and that you guys keep me going. And so I just wanted to thank you for that. And so thank you, first of all, for all of your love on that post and with that post. But it kind of got me thinking about kind of like my story and my journey with my health and fitness and how I absolutely have always struggled with my relationship with food. And it's something that if you followed me for a while, it's something that I definitely, share openly because I feel like it's really important for people to understand kind of where I'm coming from and why I'm so passionate about these groups and what I do as a Beachbody coach. And I'm actually running this free 14-day group called Made to Crave over on Facebook. So if you're not in that, please feel free to hop on over there and join that as well. But it basically talks about, your relationship with food and how to satisfy your desires with God and not food. But all of that to say, I've always been a really emotional eater. If I'm happy, I eat. If I'm sad, I eat. If I'm angry, I eat. If I'm frustrated, I eat. Like every single emotion that I have tends to be temporarily comforted with food. And so I have gotten worlds better as I've been really being intentional about my journey and understanding my journey and my experiences and my relationship with food, and focusing on my spiritual journey as well. And so last night, just kind of having the day that I had yesterday, and evenings are always the worst for me, and I'll do a video in a couple days about not sabotaging yourself in the evenings, because I know that the evenings are typically the hardest for most of us, whether it's food that your family is eating, or maybe you're bored, or you're watching your favorite show and you want popcorn, or whatever it is about the evenings. There's just something about the evenings that tend to sabotage our progress with our health and fitness journey. But not only was it the evening last night, but I had all of these emotions and I was really emotional and it was a hard day, and literally all I wanted to do was just eat all the foods. And so it's really hard to get to a point, and honestly it's taken me 2.5 years and I'm still not perfect at it. But last night I stayed strong and I had my really healthy tacos that I had planned for dinner anyways. But I want you to really focus on not giving into allowing your emotions or the evening in general to sabotage the progress that you've made, and to really, like when you reach for the ice cream or the popcorn or the choice that you shouldn't be making, I want you to really think deeply about why it is that is what you're resorting to. Why, what is it about eating that entire pint of Bluebell? How is that going to make your hard day easier? You know what I mean? It's going to temporarily satisfy your taste buds, and it's going to temporarily make your gut hurt for 3 or 4 days. You're going to beat yourself up. You're going to feel guilty about it. It's not going to help you progress towards your goals. And I'm absolutely not saying don't treat yourself every now and then, but especially if this is your first online boot camp, I want you to go all in for 21 days. And even if it's not your first 21-day boot camp, the point I'm trying to make is to not act on those emotional cravings of eating the ice cream or the nachos smothered in cheese when you know that you're acting on just an emotional way that you're feeling, because the bottom line is it's not going to fix the fact that you had a shitty day. It's just not. And so that is seriously what I have to tell myself and ask myself when I get to that place. Like last night, really terrible, trying, emotional day. I just was not in a good headspace. I did my workout because I knew that endorphins would help. And that is something else that I will tell you, is that just press play. Just commit to 5 minutes of your workout, and that 5 minutes will turn into 10, will turn into 20. And then before you know it, your workout's done. Maybe you didn't go all out or go as hard as you could, but at least you pressed play and you got it done. It's the same sort of thing with food. Instead of just, with your workout, it's okay, just press play and just get through the warm up and see how you feel. Ask yourself, when you reach for that item that's not on your meal plan, say, okay, why do I want this? Do I only want this because I had a really terrible day, because I see somebody else eating it and I'm playing the poor, pitiful me party of that doesn't fit in my meal plan, And are you acting on an emotional basis, basically? If the answer is yes, then figure out a way to remove yourself from that situation and not make that decision. If you genuinely just have a sweet tooth, make something with your Shakeology. Grab a piece of fruit. Even if you've already eaten your purple containers for the day or you've already had your Shakeology for the day, I can promise you that that is a better choice than eating the ice cream. And I'm just using ice cream as an example because that tends to be my go-to. But that is the message that I wanted to share with you all. I want you to be really intentional about your connection to food. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this outside of my my personal experiences is that I am such a firm believer in that this journey and this process is all about mindset and perspective and our relationship with food. And if we really are trying to make this a lifestyle change and shift in our habits, then that is how we have to look at it. So I've rambled on long enough. This was supposed to be a 3-minute video. It's a 6-minute video, but that's okay. But I love you ladies. I'm so proud of you. We are only on day 2 and you all are just crushing it. So keep it up and please let me know what I can do to help.